Welcome everyone to today's Empyrion Workshop Showcase. Join me as we take a look at the Cylon Basestar version 8.x. So today's design is the Cylon Basestar version 8.x by creator Siege. This is an unlock level 15 size class 17 capital vessel, and it is designed after the classic Cylon Basestar ship design from the Battlestar Galactica series. Now, this is a themed vessel, so it is aimed at focusing on the original design and mimicking that rather than just looking at functionality. So starting from the outside, we do have 4 different spots on the lower disc area where you will see Hangar Bay Doors. Any of these you can use to get inside, and they will lead you into the same central Hangar Bay area. Now, this is a very open area, and you do have a good bit of ability to park inside and, of course, outside the Hangar Bay Doors for this, but as you can see, it is meant more for your small vessels and not hover vessels. In the very center, you will find your repair bay module, and on each side next to the hangar doors, you will find stairs that lead down into the lower engineering area. Each side has the same general setup with a couple of passenger seats in front of a nice little LED panel set, I guess. And then another set of stairs that lead down, giving you access into the engineering area where some of the functionality is. You will of course find this oxygen station here, and you will find things down here such as the warp drive. Next to the big hangar doors at each end of the ship, besides the stairs leading down, you also find an elevator that leads up into the main compartment of the ship, the upper disc. The upper and lower parts of the ship are basically divided into 4 sections, and in the middle of each section of the upper part of the ship, you will find a door that leads outside. This will give you access to the outside areas of the ship for repairs, but beyond that, there's really no other function for these doors. Now, you will also find a sign above each of these outside access doors that tells you to the left and to the right what is there around the corner. So going this way, we're going to start with the medical section. Here you will find that we have an oxygen station, a medic station, a clone chamber, as well as our different medical scanners spread around this corner, as well as some nice cosmetics to make it feel more like a medic bay. Now, continuing to the next section, we come to the cargo bay, where you'll see we have, instead of one linked section, 2 separate parts, where you will find a large number of cargo containers, as well as an advanced constructor. And then around the corner on the other side, you will find the same setup, multiple cargo containers, and a second advanced constructor. Next to this door between the cargo bay and the Hydroponics Lab, you will find on this side another passenger seat in front of a nice little console, and of course our gravity generator. Now going into the Hydroponics Lab, you see we do have an oxygen station there. We have one of the little lab tables here, and going in this way we come into our growing plot areas, where we have 2 of these that are only half filled with grow plots. Right now they come with 18 in the ship, but you can fit a total of 36. There is also 2 fridges and 2 food processors in the middle section. Now continuing on, we come to the crew quarters, which is an interesting way to set this up. Instead of having a dedicated room, we have this open area with 4 armor lockers, and between the armor lockers you'll find there is actually a set of bunk beds. However, the lower half is covered up by these slopes. You also have here a nice shower, and the other side here is the same setup with the bunk beds, the armor lockers, a couple of passenger seats, and the toilet. Now, if you want to make it feel like you have room for more people, simply remove some of the slopes and open it up so you have the double layer to the bunk beds. Now, here we are back at our starting point between the crew quarters and the medical bay, and this side, along with the other 2 connecting to it, have access hallways that lead here to the central spot where we have our captain's seat right up here on top of this nice little command pedestal type thing. The other side here is where you saw the gravity generator. Now, while the ship design does come equipped with turrets already, they are set in a staggered pattern so that you actually have open spots where you can place additional turrets later of your choosing, which means it's not quite fully equipped. The ship also carries no landing gear at all, as it is not designed to land on planet side. This means it's not going to be useful for carrying your hover vessels, but only your small vessels. Now, while the creator has stated he would create a landing gear equipped design if people wanted, I do not think he needs to, as this is meant to follow the design from the original Battlestar Galactica series. Once again, the Cylon Basestar is an unlock level 15 size class 17 capital vessel. It comes with 46 fuel tanks, giving you a total capacity of 156,300 fuel. With the thrusters turned off, just floating in space, I have over 94 hours of power usage. It also carries 15 oxygen tanks, giving you a total capacity of 30,000 O2 and needs 13,159 to fill it up. There is a total of 16 ventilators and 7 oxygen stations, along with just 1 medic station and 1 clone chamber found in the med bay. For weapons, it comes stock with 8 sentry guns, 6 minigun turrets, 6 cannon turrets, and 4 rocket turrets, but as I showed, you can add more to this as there are spaces left open for that. In total, it has 27 cargo boxes and 16 ammo boxes, along with the 2 fridges, 2 food processors, and 2 advanced constructors. Now, despite being an unlock level 15 ship, it is a size class 17, and of course that means it's going to require quite a bit of resources. The most notable resource cost will be the over 60,000 sathium and iron required. And while it does require a decent amount of neodymium, silicon, and cobalt, the 2,847 zascosium and erestrum will be the other hard parts to obtain. So while I am not myself a fan of Battlestar Galactica, I can appreciate the detailed work done with this ship trying to replicate that design. So once again, this is the Cylon Basestar version 8.x by Creator Siege, and if you're interested in checking out this design in your own game, I will have a link to the workshop page in the description below. If you do try it out and like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up and a nice comment on the workshop page. Well, that is it for today's showcase video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave me a like, leave me a comment below, and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.